So I said, what? Like, I'm like, hold up. You said you came to New York to do what? Who you though? Like, so she like, oh, you here for some girl named Mello, right? So I say, yeah. She like, yeah. Mello called me. When that shit happened, Mello called me on my phone and was like, I need you to come to New York and handle something. I'm like, oh, I was like, what you in here for? Like, so she like, nah, let me finish. I'm like, all right, finish. So she like, oh, when I got here, I asked her like, yo, where the girl at? Like, and she was like, oh, I don't really know. So the girl telling me this basically said she was upset because you called me from Chicago to come over here, and you from Harlem and you don't know where she is, and I'm supposed to follow her. So I'm listening to her, whatever, and so she talking. I'm like, what you in here for though? So she like, a gun charge. So I'm like, oh, you was gonna shoot me, like you was gonna kill me, like you know me being dumb, silly. So my bitch is just laughing like, yo, can it chill? Like she's being dead ass serious. I'm like, no, she was gonna shoot me. Like you got a gun charge? Like what that mean? So now she like, nah, like I fuck with you, like being around you, seeing how you move, like I really fuck with you. I said, let me tell you something. You talking all this, now you fucking me. Remember, you would have killed me, so you would have never knew what the story was or that you would have fucked with me. So everything you saying is irrelevant. So she like, nah, I know she went to the people and you, she cooperating, but if I can help you, I'ma help you. I said, nah, you good. Whatever they give me, they give me.
Yeah.
And so boom, that happened. But I honestly feel like it's a dorm set, and I'm not sleeping with no bitch who just told me she came to New York to kill me.
Yeah.
So I went back to my bed, like we got sturdy, and I upped it on her.
Hold on, before we go any further, right? I'm sitting here looking at you, and I'm like, what the fuck? I know it ain't got nothing to do with looks, but what the fuck is up with your pretty girls? When I be going to the jails and visiting girls, and then seeing you like, you're pretty, you're smart, you know, you're vibrant. What the fuck make y'all even wanna put yourselves out there in the streets? Like you're supposed to be up in the office somewhere, or a nurse, or even a doctor, whatever you wanted to be. What you wanted to be when you was young?
I wanted to be a physical therapist, and even in jail, I got my degree and everything. But like I was up there like doing tattoos. Like I did a lot of people's tattoos.
Oh, so
I was
you
up there.
tattooed?
Yeah, I did all of mine.
Oh, okay.
I did all of these in jail.
So it ain't too late to be a physical therapist.
No, and I got my degree and stuff like I said, so I could do it. But I feel like, especially when you're younger, everybody goes through different situations. So I can't speak for all
young.
women. I am still young, but I spent 7 years away, so I'm trying to. And I came home to a whole different world. Like we're not even on the block having cookouts no more. Like we're not just chilling. Like it's really a toxic society we in.
Well, you're gonna have to come to the cookout on the 30th.
Well, we in there.
Island.
We
you
in
got
there.
to come through that. Harlem is locking it down.
As they should be.
Yeah.
As they
So
should be.
how was it for you upstate when you went upstate?
It was upstate was great, honestly. Upstate, shout out to J Mo, she from Harlem, Convent Ave, like all of my riches, like once we got upstate, and a lot of the people I went to upstate with was from Rikers, so we all knew each other anyway. So the transition was fine.
So you went to Bedford Hills?
I went to Bedford first. I was in Bedford for 3 years.
That's a max.
Yes.
So how was it in there? Tell me like the ugly, gruesome shit that goes on in a female prison. For them girls out there, that's what you're saying mindset from back then.
Right.
A warning to them. What can they expect?
Prison, jail, anything is not something I would wish on anyone. Not an enemy, not nothing. I feel like if you're a female, like, you don't gotta do that no more. Like, I thought it was okay. Like, don't be out here beefing over nobody. Don't let nobody get an ounce, not even an ounce, of your confidence, your self-esteem, like your morals, your values, because when you end up in a place like prison or jail, they take all of that away. Like, so, you're not a person.
With men, the stripping process, when we go to downstate, they strip us naked. We got to go in the shower, get out stuff. We got to get bald head.
Yes.
Y'all got to do the same thing?
You have to do all of the same thing. They
By
have to
females
put the life.
Or men?
No, all of, if officer is touching us or looking at us, it has to be a female.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So how about, let's talk about rape. Mm-hmm. Do any women in there be getting raped?
Not really. No, women don't get raped
I'm talking
now,
about officers.
but what I'm saying is, it's a lot of hidden undercover shit that do go on.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, but it's more so up there. Sex, any sex is unconsensual. Even if you consent to it, by law you cannot consent to it.
Yeah.
So you could kiss someone, hug someone. It's something called PREA.
Called what?
PREA, PREA. And what that is like anything sexual going on, anything underhanded against the law, whatever, you're supposed to reach out to them. Honestly, we don't reach out to nothing. Like, I would never, you feel me? So, but you have weirdo bitches in there who, oh, you looking at they dyke or whatever, they're gonna do shit like that.
So I heard about men, officers that don't have babies with girls and men.
Yeah.
A relationship.
But that's older. Like, stuff like that is like older from like before I was locked up. Like, all of that stuff is more like, you know.
So what type of violence that be going on in there? Like, you ever had
The same thing in me. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of overdoses.
Oh, a lot of overdoses.
A lot of overdoses. And let me tell you something. Me growing up, like, the stigma was that black and brown really filled up these prisons. I can't speak for the men jail, but them female jails, and I've been to every single one in New York. It's you know.
Black and brown?
No.
What is it?
It's Caucasian people, and they're all. It's the overdoses. It's the everything.
Oh, so the majority are Caucasian?
Yes, and them female jails, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's a lot of, and I went in with the mindset that it was minority. And I got there and I saw when it was so much Caucasian people, and I have Caucasian in my family, so I'm not even being funny or throwing shade, but it's a lot of that in there. And I feel like once they changed these drug laws and they realized, like, the people, when they made these drugs, they was made for us. They didn't expect they people to start using this stuff. So now that they people is using this stuff, you see all these laws, now everything is legal, now you see? But that's why, because in there is so many of them that, yeah, now we have to start making stuff legal because our people is getting caught up.
So how long did it take for the transition for you to calm down, to start chilling out, start going to school and get your education?
No, I was always about school. Soon as, even from Rikers, I took a St. John's University course, got a 4.0, like, it's because I was going to school before I got locked up. I was going to LaGuardia.
Oh, okay.
So from LaGuardia, even when I got locked up, I went right into that in upstate. I could say a week in, I started college at Marymount, and then I got a degree with Marymount and Bard.
And Bard?
And Bard. I did Bard my last 2 years.
I got the Bard. I ain't complete.
For real?
Yeah.
It's strict. It's hard. Them books.
Yeah.
No.
So, what degrees do you have?
I have associates and a bachelor's.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. See, now look, you done got all of that, and it didn't take prison to get it. You was already on the road to getting your degree, and now, so what is your change? Like, as far as if you could change anything in your past, what would it be?
Honestly, I would just change my father's death, and I say that to say I feel like that's when everything went down. Like, if he was still here, my life would be completely different. I would have never went through the things I went through, and that's just how I look at it.
Oh, so your father was close to you. That was like your father, but your friend, you could talk to
my
him.
best friend about anything, and he loved me, like, and that's why I am how I am even with men. Like, I don't play with men. I'm not, like, I'm stingy with myself, like, because I feel like I had a father who really didn't play with me. And he showed me, it's so crazy. He was a womanizer, and he introduced me to so much women. But in him doing that, he told me, like, you don't want someone who do this.
Yeah.
You know, like, he taught me weird, but he taught me a lot of real shit. And he was from Harlem too, you know. But that really, you know,
So,
shifted.
did he pass away or did he get murdered?
No, he passed away. My father ended up with cancer.
Oh, okay.
And he lost his life pretty much immediately. Like, he was only alive 6 months after finding out. Yeah.
So let's talk about sex. Relationships in prison with females. What's up with that? I be seeing a lot of that be going on in there.
It's all.
A lot of that go on. Ain't no girls push up on you?
Everybody.
So girls are pushing up on you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what you do with that?
Hello.
So what you do about that?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. My first 5 years, I wasn't with it. Even though I dealt with girls when I was home. Like, before I got locked up, I was dealing with girls and my baby father. But up there, like, I just wasn't with it. Like, I feel like the only reason I really wasn't with it though is because I feel like I'm a person who needs my space. Everybody needs space, even in a relationship at home. Like, baby, I love you, but I need my space. Go do you. I'm gonna be here, like, but you know, we together. Don't disrespect. You feel me? But everybody needs their alone time. Up there, it's so confined that you don't get that. We always in each other's face. We gotta eat together. We gotta shower together. Like, we gotta sleep next to each other. Like, it's no personal space.
So then what happened? You started dealing with somebody up there, right?
That was 5 years later. I was already into Conic.
Yeah.
On top of that, the person wasn't like, the person was like me. That's why, like, she was very, like, wanted her personal space. Like, but we had mad fun. Like, we were silly. In the yard, like, it was just a lot of
So
crazy.
y'all was together, like, holding, they let y'all hold hands?
Nah, you don't do none of that. But you gotta be smart with your shit. Like, come on, this prison, like, you gotta survive. You have to survive. The way you figure out ways to survive at home, you have to survive in there. Like,
So where's she at now?
she came home before me, got locked back up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So do you stay in contact with her now?
No,
No?
I did until, like, up to, like, a year ago.
So how long you been home now?
I only been home, what, 48 days?
48 days?
48 days.
So what's your plans now that you're home?
I'm really focused on the music right now. I'm pretty much paying attention to everything right now, honestly. Like, I'm seeing, because like I said, I did come home to a different world, a different era, you know, so I'm really focused on the music right now, the fashion. You feel me? I draw too, I do art, like I said, I do tattoos, so it's pretty much, I've been drawing out my clothing line, like I've been writing these songs, I've been paying attention, I've been popping out to social events. Just really trying to start from the ground up without handouts. I feel like I don't really want nobody doing nothing for me. I don't want to.
So are you using your degrees as far as like in the work field? You using your degrees to get you in?
Honestly, not really. I feel like not yet. And the only reason I didn't really use those yet is because I want to use those more in the workplace. Because honestly,
That's what I'm talking about, in the workplace, like getting a job. Are you using that to get work to support yourself?
no, I haven't been doing that right now. Because right now I'm still looking for exactly what jobs I want to do. I'm trying to figure out basically what can my degree support.
But you already know, I already got that one thing for you.
I know.
That's
You always
right.
come through.
She's gonna have a job, y'all. So y'all ain't even gotta worry about it. She in good hands.
Right.
She gonna be working. Next time you're gonna see her, I'm gonna run down on her job, on her work suit. I got her. She good. But
Always come through.
other than that, what else you got going on in your life?
Mothering, that's my biggest thing right now. I love it. Like, I'm in love with my daughters.
So
like,
how was it coming home now, seeing your daughters, being with your daughters now? Like, cause I know in prison, that's all you thought about.
that's it. And it's like coming home, like I literally was crying the other day and my daughter came and grabbed my face and she's like, Mommy, why are you crying? And I showed her my phone and I was just looking at all her old baby pictures and thinking about everything I missed. And then I'm just like, look. And she was like, oh, I love you, Mommy, and kissed me. And was like, but it's okay, I'm right here still. And that just broke my heart because it's like I miss so much. But to come home, like my kids are so, like they are different. Like they help Mommy clean, they help me do the dishes. Like they tell me they love me every 5 minutes. They thank me for being the mother that I am. Like, so that's really my motivation right now.
So do they ever ask about their father?
They do.
Yeah.
Like
Like, what can you say?
frequently, and I don't, and realistically, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what to say. And even though I don't like him, I despise him, but I never talk down on them. I mean on him to them, you feel me? Like, and so I just, when they ask me, like they'll ask me like, do we have a dad? I'm like, everyone has a dad, you know, but being broad and stuff. And they like, well, where is he? And I'm like, he's away right now. He had to go away. And they're like, well, did he ever love us? And I'm like, of course he loves you, but things happen. And sometimes people are mean to the people they love. And they was like, was he ever mean to us? And I was like, no, never. And then my oldest one was like, no, he never was mean to us. Like she was trying to remember or think about it. And I was just like, I'm like, okay, finish taking your bath. And I just walked out the room so fast.
Yeah.
But I'm strong and I'm content because I see them, like I said, they're so good, they're pure, they're innocent. and we got them.
Okay.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
them.
definitely. So you went to jail for what? Assault?
Attempt murder, yeah.
Attempt murder.
Attempt murder, assault, possession of a weapon, all type of shit.
And now you put that behind you.
Yes.
So what last words could you give to some young girls just like you?
Love yourself. Stay focused on yourself. Plan. If you don't have a plan, you don't have nothing. You don't need money, you don't need nothing. Plan. And just like I said, stay focused. Don't get caught up in the hype. The world is going to throw a lot at you. The money, the bodies, the trips, the men. Stay focused on you. Think longevity. It's about longevity. Don't think about what's going on here and now. You think longevity, you think generational wealth, and that's what's going to get you out of here. But always know your worth. Don't let nobody determine your worth.
So you got social media and all that?
Yes, my Instagram is Italy, ITALY .jewel, JEWEL. And my Facebook is just JESS space woo, WUU.
Okay, so that's Facebook, Instagram. You got TikTok and all that?
No, I don't got all that.
Oh,
I don't know how to
Twitter?
work all
I
that.
ain't know all that other shit.
I don't know Twitter either.
Twitter's something you got.
I
ain't
think
gonna
I
ask that
do
question.
got a
I don't even know
TikTok,
what the fuck
though.
that is. Oh, you got TikTok too?
Wait, I think I do got a TikTok, y'all.
You be TikToking?
I don't, but I'm gonna try now.
So what are you now? You single now?
Yes, I am.
Oh shit, fellas. Y'all heard that? Ladies, fellas. I don't know which one is it. Fellas, ladies, who?
Both, hello.
Both?
I like pretty girls. I like pretty beautiful women, and I like unfriendly, militant men. Okay.
Okay. All right. So with that, we out of here. 10 toes down. You know what it is.